Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer. Okay, hopefully 2021 is treating you well. So this video is specifically a reading for messages that you need to hear or take with you through 2021. What would be helpful from your ancestral team, your spirit guides, whomever you wish to receive messages from. This is here for that. Okay. Now, so we have 3 piles. First pile, we have this Carnelian. Second pile, we have blue lace Agate. And the third pile, we have red Jasper. Okay, so take a moment, take a deep breath, relax, sit with the piles and choose. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. The timestamps are in the description box below and pinned in the comments as well. If you picked pile 1 with this here Carnelian, let's go ahead and see what messages want to come through for you. First, we're going to take a look at, see what's going on with you. Okay. So I kind of get the sense that, some of you may be in a space currently where you may have come to like a breaking point when it comes to like the relationships in your life, where you may be wanting some new friends or a new environment. Right, with this new year starting, I feel like, right, we have exhausted here. So 2020, I feel like for most of us, it was, a bit extreme. And I feel like it kind of took a bit out of you. You could have even experienced maybe some changes in your relationships, that left you maybe feeling alone or like kind of disconnected. But also with this proud here, I feel like you have, accomplished some things. But you're kind of wanting more for yourself and are very, excited about what this new year is going to bring, but at the same time kind of like worn out, almost to the point of not knowing, whether or not you'll be able to continue holding up this, these dreams, these aspirations, these goals, and keeping these accomplishments, if that makes sense. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see what messages want to come through for you. Yeah, so the main thing I'm picking up here is like a need to make sure that in the year 2021 that you're not kind of looking outside of yourself for fulfillment, for happiness, for love, right? I feel like with this turmoil here, some of you may be in this process of like, what's coming to my mind is like the hamster wheel, like needing to continue, needing to progress, needing to grow, needing to accomplish this and that and this and that in order to kind of feel fulfilled or feel happy, to feel good about yourself. And I feel like that may be kind of taking a toll on you, but also kind of leaving you in a space of being unfulfilled. And with that, kind of looking to maybe people or goals or jobs in order to kind of bridge the gap to bring in more fulfillment in your life. But I feel like, you may find yourself in spaces, when things kind of calm down, kind of wanting more, needing more. And so it's kind of a need here to make sure, I feel, that you're making time to kind of reflect, to sit, to connect with yourself, and to also, just with this achievement here, acknowledge your achievements, acknowledge how far you've come thus far, right? And not feel like you have to continue all the time, feel like you have to progress and be better all the time without, making sure that you're being aware of just how much you have accomplished, how much you have done, how much you have progressed, right? Otherwise, you may find yourself unhappy. Right? And I feel like for some of you, if you are in a space of kind of almost like inner chaos or inner turmoil where things seem to be kind of like in disarray or just kind of all over the place in your life, it's kind of a need to kind of step back and to really, I feel, spend some time reflecting on what it is that you need to feel fulfilled, to feel happy, to feel loved. And to be honest with yourself about the areas of your life where you feel, something is missing or something isn't right. But to, make sure you're not placing blame on, other people or circumstance, but that you are, taking responsibility, holding yourself accountable for your own happiness and joy and fulfillment in your life. Okay? But let's go ahead and see what other cards we have here. And we have stillness here twice. Okay, so let's see here. With the stillness and power, I feel like it's a need here for you to take your power back, right? To realize that, if you are unhappy, if things aren't working or something is just not working in your life, you are in control, and that you have the ability and the power to shift things, to change things. But in order to do so, it's going to be important for you to kind of get still, to take a time to kind of reflect and be aware of yourself and aware of where you are in your life, where you need to put in a little bit more work, or where you need to fall back, or what needs to shift and change in order for you to feel more fulfilled. Okay, and then we have the boar here. It says, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Then we have nature. It is time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? And take a moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Yeah. I feel like some of you like may be in a space right now, like where either, some of you could be could have been making moves for yourself and kind of hit maybe like a snag or a roadblock, and you're kind of trying to figure out if you want to continue or if you want to like fall back. Others of you, you may be, trying to pull things together for yourself or to maybe make some kind of change. And I feel like the best way to, figure out your next moves, as a lot of these cards are saying, is to really just take some time to kind of get quiet and to listen to yourself. And then once you have, the answers, right, from within, from your connection to the divine, then proceed. Okay, then we have eat healthful foods. Eat only the foods that are good for you. Perhaps this is something you normally do, in which case you should feel very good about how well you're caring for yourself. Most people, however, know that they should be more attentive to this area, but find it difficult. Your goal to practice healthy nutrition. So yeah, for 2021, make sure that you're aware of, I feel, what you're putting in your body, but also, the environment that you place yourself in, right? Making sure that you are in a space that is going to nourish and nurture you in the most positive way. Okay, and then we have change direction. Okay, know that healing sometimes depends on the strength, willingness, and ability to change direction. Many people postpone doing so due to fear or laziness, and then they wonder why they're not happy and healthy. Your goal to make one solid, effective healing choice by the end of the day that can positively change the direction of your life. Okay, and then your final message here, we have totemic, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that, Puma, Power Awakening. Okay, so we're going to read the message from the book. So it's a number 3. So it says, I am a Puma. I awaken within you the vigorous energy, fierce power, and ability to act without hesitation when the moment is right. My patience and strategy, my preparation and precision, my fearlessness and decisiveness are now your own. Allow my sacred medicine to fill your soul and bring courage to your heart. You have come into your power, okay? You've got this. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful of energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intention, and to achieve your ambitions through methodical steps and an applied will. You have the internal resources you need for successful completion, even if no one else recognizes your potential and believes in your future success. In due course, they will understand differently. By then, you will already be moving on your next task. Trust your sense of timing. Have patience. When you know it is time to leap, do it without hesitation. All right? But that's all I have for you, Pile 1. Hopefully this reading helped you in some way. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. If it resonated, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this one. All right. But peace out. If you picked Pile 2, let's go ahead and see what's going on with you and what messages want to come out. So let's see what's going on with those who picked Pile 2. Okay. So this is kind of similar to pile 1. So if you kind of resonated or wanted to kind of like we're split between pile 1 or pile 2, you know, be sure to check out pile 1 as well. There may be some messages for you in that pile as well. But I kind of get the feeling here, you know, if you pick this pile, you know, you're in a space right now where on the bottom of the deck here we have unsure, right? I feel like you are at this kind of space where you're having to choose what to do next, where to go next. And it may be kind of overwhelming you to the point where it's like, okay, I know I need to do something different, or I know I want more for myself. But you may be kind of feeling a bit trapped, right? We have trapped here. So you could be feeling a bit trapped or feeling almost kind of anxious to the point of being overwhelmed by like your emotions, your thoughts, your fears, your insecurities, which may be making it hard for you to move towards the things that you really want for yourself. Right? I feel like with this proud showing up here, right, in 2020, you may have like accomplished a lot of things, or at least kind of set a lot of goals for yourself. And some of you could have, you know, in setting those goals, maybe, you know, due to COVID or any other kind of circumstance, you kind of found it hard to reach those goals, or they kind of felt, you know, out of reach for you in some way. And you're kind of in a space right now where you're trying to figure out, you know, how to move forward, what to do in order to get to where it is you really want to go for yourself. Yeah, I feel like here with this group showing up, you may kind of beat yourself up or feel like you've made like a lot of mistakes, maybe had a lot of challenges where you feel maybe you didn't, you know, stand up to that challenge or reach your greatest potential, and that may be kind of making it hard for you to, you know, move forward. And you could kind of be like afraid of making similar mistakes or what have you in 2021. Right, but I feel like it's a need to kind of not allow those fears to kind of stop you from moving towards your dreams, stop you from moving towards your goals. Okay, but let's go ahead and see what messages want to come out for you. I'm going to get to your other cards in a moment here, but let's see what's to come out from this deck. Excuse me. Okay, so I kind of feel like it may be kind of like two groups here that may have picked this pile. It could be, you know, I feel like there may be a group of folks who may be kind of caught in this cycle of like procrastination or even just kind of being overwhelmed by your fears, by like the challenges that kind of come up on your path towards your dreams, towards your goals, to the point where you kind of, kind of get into this kind of space of doubt or fear, insecurity, and it may kind of keep you from moving forward in some way or another. And then I also feel like there may be a group here where of folks that may be a little bit kind of reckless. That's the energy I'm kind of getting here, where it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing or what I want, so I'm just going to do this and I'm going to do this, and without, doing things or making decisions without completely thinking them through, which may then kind of bring in another set of challenges or another set of things that could have been avoided had you kind of planned or prepped or kind of thought things through. And I feel like it's a need here to make sure that, you find or it could just be like you go between these two things of like procrastinating and kind of getting fearful, having your doubts, and then you get to this kind of space where it's like, okay, I got to do something, so I'm just going to do this without kind of thinking it through. And then you kind of get back into this space of, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. And, it's kind of like a cycle. And I feel like it's a need to kind of find your balance, because I feel like here with this relaxation and these challenges, right, this space of kind of being overwhelmed or just in a space of like a lot of emotions, a lot of reflection, I feel like, it has its pros and its cons. And I feel like the pros of it is that you can kind of reflect. You can kind of figure out, what went wrong and how you can improve it in that space. The problem happens when you kind of stay in that space for too long, right? As well as, the space of kind of forward movement also has its pros and cons. So it's like a need to kind of find your balance between action and inaction, right, when it comes to moving forward, right? I feel like this, in the year 2021 is going to be important for you to kind of be masterful, to think through your actions, to be aware of, but also be aware of your emotions, right? Whenever your fears and your doubts come up, don't try and shove them down or what have you, but be aware of them, and do your best to not allow them to kind of run the show. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, but let's go ahead and see what else wants to come out. What else came out for you? So we have here Stone People, Vigilance, and Love, Compassion. Yeah, I feel like with this Stone People, this kind of reminds me here of this relaxation. I feel like, just be aware that you do have like a support system when you do kind of get into a funk, or you do find yourself in this kind of reflective space, to allow yourself to feel what it is that you're feeling, right? To be compassionate with yourself, and to connect to your support system, your spiritual team, whomever you feel comfortable leaning on when you kind of have your fears, when you have your doubts, and to open up to new perspectives, to new ways of seeing things and doing things, and not feel like you're just going to continue this endless cycle, right? You can start a new cycle. It just kind of starts with having compassion for yourself and being open to seeing yourself and your situation in a new way. Okay, and then we have here Shark. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. Yeah, I feel like that kind of goes here with this kind of relaxation with the vigilance, right? When your fears do kind of show up, it's like a need here for you to listen to like your instincts, not listen to the fear, right? If there is a fear showing up, make sure that you are kind of listening to it, but at the same time not taking it at face value, so to speak, and not allowing it to get the better of you to the point where it kind of pulls you down into this kind of grief-stricken place that inhibits you from moving forward. Okay. And then we have here love. So we have love again. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Yeah, I feel like whenever you kind of find yourself in maybe like a low space, to connect back with love, to connect back with things that, bring you joy, that bring you happiness. It could be as simple as, putting on your favorite movie when you get a little bit sad. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that allows you to connect to that feeling of love so that you're not kind of stuck in a lowly space. Okay? And then we have strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you. Okay, and then we have animal kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. Yeah, I feel like, if you have a pet, or if you have a friend with a pet, whatever it is, right? Make sure, to kind of connect with that energy, to uplift your spirits, maybe playing cat videos, or dogs, if you're a dog person, horses, whatever animal that kind of brings in good feelings, good vibes for you. Connect with that animal to kind of lift your spirits. But also, right, with this manifestation here, kind of connect with whatever animals, right? If you're seeing animals around you, be it a horse, a cat, a donkey, whatever whatever animal it may be, kind of look into the word that's coming to my mind is lore, but like kind of look into the meaning of that animal, what kind of energy or stories there are about that animal, and to see what kind of energy they bring and try and kind of connect to that energy, right? We have a shark here. So like, what do sharks make you think of? Does it make you scared, or does it make you feel like really strong, right? Kind of try and find an animal that helps you to feel strong and confident and able, right? But also kind of pay attention to the animals that you see on a consistent basis, right? Because they have a message for you. And then we have release the need to complain. It says, today's lesson, honestly assess whether you're a complainer. No matter whether you share complaints with others or keep them to yourself, this tendency is a way of looking at a situation without seeing its potential blessings. Your goal, to release the predilection to complain and instead see the positive side of things. Okay, and then do less. Okay, assess your level of doing for others. Examine whether you overextend yourself to the point that you become unnecessarily exhausted. Why is that? Is your health worth it? Your goal, to confront your core reasons for risking your health unnecessarily, right? It's kind of time for you here to focus more on yourself, focus more on what you need to be doing. Okay? But let's see here. Your final message. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm going to try though. Palhikmana. Probably said it wrong. Medicine of the butterfly Kachina. Okay? But let's go ahead and read from the book for this. So it says, on wings of hope, butterfly Kachina guides you through an ending to the light of new life within. It is your transition into a happier time of increased pleasure and delight, especially if you have experienced great struggle or loss. The spirit medicine of butterfly brings hopeful promise to your heart. Here's your sign that there will be happiness, peace, and light. Trust in the goodness being birthed. An apparently lost cause or shattered dream was a necessary part of your transformational journey. What was sacrificed can be reborn into something even more beautiful. You are not meant to turn to the past, as it cannot support you in the way it once did. Trust that you have the inner resources to handle what is happening within you and in your life. You are moving towards a significant psychological, emotional, and perhaps also physical breakthrough and transformation. You may have an inner sense of discomfort, signaling that something new is unfolding within. It is natural to initially feel a little awkward or uncertain in the face of the unfamiliar. This is a good sign of change stirring from within. Allow nature to take its course, trust in what is happening, even whilst you don't fully understand it. It will turn out beautifully in the end, which will also happen to be a new beginning. Okay? But that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this reading helped you in some way. If you liked the video and it resonated, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this one. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out. If you picked pile 3 here with the red Jasper, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. I'm going to get into those cards a little bit later, but first let's see what's going on. With those who picked pile 3. That is a lot. Oh, okay. So let's see. Okay, so I'm really drawn to this card here. I kind of get the feeling here that some of you may be feeling maybe like attacked or like almost, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Almost like the universe or God, whomever you believe in, is kind of like against you or punishing you. That's kind of for something. That's the first thing I'm picking up here. Right, and I kind of get the feeling if you feel that way, you may be kind of wanting help or wanting some kind of out, but you may be too kind of afraid to ask for help. Some of you may even be, wanting to change, wanting to move in a new direction, right, with this new year. But with this resistant here, it may be kind of resistant to doing things a little bit different, almost in a space of kind of feeling like, the song that's coming to my mind is it don't get no better, right? Almost kind of feeling like things are just going to kind of get worse, or even if you're kind of like experiencing maybe like an upswing in things going well, you may be kind of like afraid that something bad is right around the corner, that kind of thing. But let's go ahead and see what messages want to come out for you. Okay. The song that's coming on my mind is, I think it's Betrayed by Lil Boosie. Like, so some of you may be feeling maybe like betrayed by someone or in some way. Or like I was saying, like just like the world is against you. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like growing pains here, right? We have growth. And I feel like it's kind of almost like this fear of expansion, this fear of moving beyond this space that you're in, right? I feel like you want to grow, you want to progress, but at the same time, there's this fear that if you do, like I was saying, like something bad is going to happen, or that you can't make it, or you can't do it. Right? And that could be because you experienced, right, maybe like a betrayal in the past, or just things, you know, like a lot of challenges that made you kind of afraid to open up, to be yourself, to be your best self, right? And to do the things that it is that you have on your heart to do, to become the person that it is that you want to be, right? So you kind of pull back or hold back out of fear. But I kind of almost get the feeling that it's almost like you're being pushed, right? The image that's coming to mind, I'm seeing like, where's that card? A boat, right? Out on the water in a storm. I know it came out. Hold on. Right here, right? It's like you're in this water and you're being okay. So, hey man, I always talk about Moana. Moana's my favorite movie, but one of them anyways. But you know how like if you see Moana, there's a part in there where she's out and, you know, she's trying to go to Maui, and she's like, "Ocean, can you help me?" And so the ocean, like, after she says that, a big storm happens, right? And eventually that storm kind of leads her to the place where Maui is, right? So I kind of feel like you're in a space right now where you may be feeling like things are topsy-turvy, or you could be coming out of that space, and you may be feeling like things are working against you. But I get the feeling here that things are working to move you to where it is you need to be. And so it's just a need here for you to kind of trust yourself and trust the guidance and the messages that you're being sent. Basically just trust that you're going in the right direction, right? And kind of surrender like your fears and your insecurities. Surrender this need to kind of control everything. And trust that, you know, you're on the right path. Trust that whatever you need to grow and to progress and to become the person that it is you want to be, to do the things that it is you want to do, will be provided for you along your path, right? But it's going to need you kind of opening up and releasing these fears, releasing these insecurities based on these past experiences, or based on, you know, these past challenges, so that you can have what it is that you want. Okay, but let's go ahead and see what else. So we have here ego, communion. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you are receiving messages. It's just about, you know, kind of trusting your intuition, right? Trusting your connection to the divine, and kind of surrendering your need to kind of have all of the answers, have all of everything right now, but like kind of trust that, you know, when you do kind of send out, you know, like a smoke signal, right? When you do kind of ask for help or guidance, it's going to be provided for you, right? And it's kind of a need to open up, to kind of let go of your fears of not being heard, or not being able to connect with spirit or the divine, God, whomever you believe in, pray to, right? Then we have here wind activation. Yeah, this is totally like what I was saying. Like, I feel like this, you've asked for something, or you've been calling out, and like the divine is kind of pushing you in the right direction. It's just about kind of relinquishing control, right? But let's see what else. We have peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. Yes. Okay. And then a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. Serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Okay, and soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. Yeah, I feel like, some of you, it could even be, right, your mother or like a motherly figure in your life that may be wanting to kind of help and support you. If your mother has passed over, right, I feel like she's showing up here in this reading to kind of show that she loves you, and may also be sending you people or support in some way, right? It's kind of just about you kind of being open and kind of letting go of these past things that may be kind of blocking you from connecting to the love, to the support, to all of the things that you want and need for your happiness, for your growth. And I feel like it may, may also be beneficial for you to kind of just spend some time, getting to know yourself, getting to know, who you are, what it is you want in life, and allowing that to kind of show you the way, allowing that to kind of lead you. Right? And I feel like in doing so, you'll be more like this peacock, just being you. Okay, and then we have follow your dreams. Point out one special dream or ambition that you've vacillated about or postponed. What has motivated you to put positive actions on hold? Your goal, to determine whether your excuse is real, and if not, identify the real reason you've delayed so that you can do something about it. Okay, and then we have assess your relationship. Identify one dynamic or component of a close relationship that's vital to your emotional and physical health. This is especially important if you're healing and a particular relationship is causing you stress. If your relationship is a healthy union, then celebrate. Your goal, to integrate your relationship into the quality of your life. Yeah. I feel like, like I was saying, it could be a relationship with a mother or a motherly figure. But also I feel like it's like your relationship with yourself. How do you see yourself? How do you view yourself? It's a need to kind of improve that relationship, to kind of nurture that relationship with yourself, with your intuition, with the divine, with, people around you that, want to love and support you. Okay. And then your final message here, we have Panthera, the precious and rare. Okay, we're going to read from the book here. So let's see. So it says, our faith and optimism are not meant to make us complacent, but rather to encourage us to believe that our action in the world will have a positive and real effect. There are situations where your voice, your courage, and your fearless determination are needed. You will make a difference. Cast helplessness or despair aside and find the fighter within. Fight for that which needs defending with all of your heart. Do not yield. You have the strength to handle any challenge, even the ones that intimidate you. You may feel that you are alone in the fight sometimes, but there are forces of good and spirit and upon the earth that are fighting with you, supporting you, believing in you, assisting you, and championing your success. It may not always feel like it, but you are not in this alone. There is help at hand to uncover a hidden piece of information which will allow truth and justice to prevail. All right, but that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this reading helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this one. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.